Hello YouTubers, shooters, reloaders, Flyer556 coming to you today. It's another cold January day here in New Jersey. We're going to make a video today. Today's video is going to be on the Ruger Mark III Target Hunter. I'm just going to talk a little bit about it and show it to you guys. Now that I've had a chance to shoot it, I've had it about a year now, shot it multiple times. And I just want to show you the gun and talk a little bit about it and let you know what I think about it. And that's it. So here it is. We'll start with the safety check. As usual, safety first. The magazine. It's clear, it's empty. Chamber. Clear as you can see. It's empty. Okay. Once again, magazine, chamber. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, give you guys a look at it. This is the Target Hunter model. Okay, it's that side. Here goes this side of the weapon. Nice crown on the front of the barrel there. Fiber optic front sight. Okay, so now to talk a little bit about it. The reason I ended up purchasing this gun is because a friend of mine had the Target model, Mark III Target. And we used to shoot it quite often at the 25-yard range, in the handgun range in Easton that I shoot at all the time, as you all know. And it shot rather well for him and for me, and it was, to me, just another gun. I wasn't too overly crazy about how it looked or anything, but I always did notice that it really shot well. Noticeably well. But one day, me and him were up at the rifle range, and he always brought this gun with him. He never really went to the range without bringing his target with him, the Ruger Target Mark III. And he said, you know what, let's put a couple clay birds out at 100 yards. And I gotta be honest, he was hitting 2 out of 3 clay birds over and over, repeatedly, with this Target model at 100 yards, which to me was just unbelievable. Now the Target is a 5.5-inch barrel. This is the Target Hunter. I believe this is 7 3/8. It's almost 2 inches longer than what he had. I just was so impressed with the way it shot at 100 yards for a 22 LR handgun to be hitting clay birds 2 out of 3 times at 100 yards was just unbelievable. I couldn't believe it, but I seen it with my own eyes, and then I really started to take a liking to it. Now, not only that, also, it's very reliable. I'm not going to say it'll eat anything repeatedly over and over. It will eat almost anything, but not anything. It's not that reliable. But if you run relatively decent ammo like CCI, CCI AR Tactical, Federal Auto Match, any of the well-known stuff, the better ammo, it really runs pretty much flawlessly. If you get into the cheaper stuff, like the Winchester White Box, Remington Thunderbolt, stuff like that, then you will start to see some hiccups here and there every other magazine or so. So it does prefer the more premium ammo, but it'll shoot the mediocre stuff too. All in all, that's why I bought it, because of the accuracy of it was just unbelievable. I never saw anything like it before. So I went in, and when I went to purchase the gun, I was going to purchase the same one that he had, the Target model, which doesn't have the fluting, and it's 2 inches shorter, and it's kind of just got black plastic grips. And that was what I wanted. It did have the bull barrel, and that was what I wanted. It was in the $500 range, which I was fine with that. And I saw this, and I wasn't sure which one I wanted. I kind of had my mind set on the Target, and I was going to buy the Target, and I asked the guy, I said, can I just feel both before I make a decision? And I grabbed the Target like this, and I pointed it, I felt it, I put it down, and then I picked this up. And same thing, I grabbed it, I felt the finger grooves here in that Target grip, and my fingers just kind of fell right into it. It felt really very comfortable. It felt really good in the hand. I pointed it, it really seemed to point well for me. When I came out with it, the sights just seemed to line right up for me. It pointed really well. it just felt like, wow, this like almost like it was made just for me. And I put it down and I told the guy, I said, you know what? I gotta go with this. This was a little more. I want to say, I think it was $649. I'm pretty sure is what it was before tax and nix. So it put it right around $700 out the door. It was a little more money, but I mean, there's a lot more on this gun. You got the target grips. You got the fluting in the barrel. It's 2 inches longer. A lot of extra machining had to go into this to do all that fluting all the way around. That's a lot of additional work. So I understand why it was $200 more. The gun does come with a red sight in the front, but they give you a few light pipes that you can change it. I like green, as you guys know, on all my guns. Here's the rear sight. It is fully adjustable. It's kind of just a notch with a line. Works pretty well though. Give you a close-up of it so you can see the gun. Okay. This side here. Okay. Now, a couple other things. It does have a loaded chamber indicator, as you can see. And I've seen videos on YouTube that say that it does cause some issues, so I bypassed it. There's videos on YouTube about how to do that. It's pretty simple to remove and bypass the loaded chamber indicator, and you just put this piece back in to fill the hole. And it does make it a bit more reliable. I did that myself. That's one of the modifications I did. The weapon does have a magazine disconnect, which is kind of a drawback. Can't fire the weapon with the magazine removed. That's what magazine disconnect means, but it's not such a big deal because this really isn't a combat weapon anyway. It's just a plinker or 22, so that really doesn't bother me. And you really don't have a choice in that matter. That's the way it comes. But I just thought it was an awesome looking gun. It felt really awesome in my hand. It felt like it was made for me. So based on those reasons, that's why I chose this one. The accuracy that I saw with the target that my friend Russ had, and the way this felt and looked in my hand and everything, that's why I went with this one. Anyhow, that's my review. It's an awesome weapon, guys. If you're looking for a 22, definitely consider one of these. It's a great choice. Okay? Anyhow, I think that basically covers the Ruger Mark III Target Hunter. Couple more looks at it. Pretty much that's it, guys. That's my Ruger Target Mark III Hunter. Thanks for watching the video. If you're not subscribed already, please do if you don't mind. Don't hesitate to like and share. And again, thank you very much for watching my video. Flyer556, I'm out.